Come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Okay, so let's talk about If Loving You Is Wrong, Season 3, Episode 19. More of the same. There's some Tyler antics and whatnot going on here, but let's start right off with Eddie and Randall and Brad still up there in the office. And Eddie done locked the door. Brad's going back and forth with him, telling him, let him out, and Eddie's threatening Randall. It was just a mess. That Eddie is just so out of order, He's threatening to kill him. Then he's telling him, you can go out through the window. Just being ridiculous. Then he tells Brad, he's like, what are you doing here? He's like, Brad's like, he came to apologize. Really? To apologize, did he? And then he ends up telling Brad, he says, oh, so do you apologize about being all cuddled up with your wife? Because I seen him outside your house all cuddled up with your motherfucking wife. And that's why I actually came up here. So did he apologize for that? He's like, you son of a bitch, I don't see enough. I'm like, you first of all, Eddie, what we've been watching, and I don't know if y'all been really paying attention, Eddie is the motherfucking freak of the week, okay? We done seen Eddie fucking all types of women. We've seen Eddie with transsexuals who the storyline just as it said they were trannies, but they were trannies, okay? Pay attention. Eddie is the freak of the motherfucking week. And you are so invested in everything Alex and Brad. Do you like Brad? Is that what the problem is, Eddie? Do you think Brad is your man, bitch? Y'all think about that for a minute, okay? And I'm going to go take you back to a scene. Do you remember when the bitch was in the bathroom back at Esperanza's house who had came in and put that perfume on? And he was like, why you put that fucking perfume on? That ain't her perfume. This, that, thing, and the other. Y'all remember that? That was a tranny. That was not no woman. That was a tranny. Comments. Leave it in the comments. Did you catch it? Did you notice it? Or did you not remember it? Leave it in the comments. Moving on. They finally go ahead and let him on out the door and all of that. And, Randall's like, the baby's Lucia's, this, that, and the other. They went through all that. So Eddie's like, I'm going to check that out. And if I'm going to come see you, I'm like, oh, shut up. Anyway, moving on. Then we had a Tyler Perryism, and it just got right up underneath my skin. The doctor called Alex and told Alex to come. I talked to the judge, and I told the judge I needed you to come and breastfeed the baby. So they're going to let you see the baby. Shit. Go deal with children and youth services. Honey, trust me. Titty milk don't make no difference, honey. If they take your child, you're not seeing them. Okay? And if you get too close, you're going to jail. Anyway, so that was a Tyler Perryism. But that was the reason because we needed Alex to be at the hospital so she could have her run-in with Marcy. Marcy went to see Louise. And in the process of seeing Louise, they went through the whole thing. Louise told her, you need to stop this stuff here. Talking about you in love with Brad. Brad is the rebound man. You need to clean up your old house before you go and get a new house. Because if you don't clean up the old house, you're not going to get your safety deposit money back. I said, okay. All right, Louise. So they went through that whole thing. She still has not told Louise that she's pregnant. Well, go out in the hallway. They're both leaving. And they, Alex had a whole thing back and forth with the doctor. The doctor said, Alex, is there something you can tell me? That is a reason why what would make Randall be unfit as a father, because that's what you need to get this mess cleared up. And there was nothing that she could really say. So in the midst of all that, Alex, and this is so funny too, is a Tyler Perryism, Tyler, you being lazy, because she already told Alex she knew. The doctor told Alex she knew. Did you catch this? The doctor told Alex she knew about the allegation that there were multiple sex partners. But at the same time, she didn't know that it was Marcy's husband. Bullshit. Talk about the streets talk because it's such a small community. You think that they didn't tell that it was the one black man on the street? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Tyler, lazy writing. But anyway, so Marcy's in the hallway and sees the doctor. The doctor said, how's that baby? Really? When do doctors yell that out? You ever heard of a little thing called HIPAA? How's that baby? And with a woman that she ain't even showing. How's that baby? No, how's that HIPAA hit? Okay? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. How's that HIPAA violation, baby? How's that fine? Get out of here. Anyway, so Alex looked at her, and she looked back at her, and she's like, oh, do y'all know each other? Child Marcy gonna say, sure, this is the bitch that was fucking my husband. And now I'm pregnant by her husband. Ooh, look at her. She looks like she's been punched in her gut. Honey, went up there and talking about, Alex went to go jump on the elevator. She was saying, oh girl, hold that elevator, honey. She ran and got on the elevator with her. And honey got the picking all the way down the elevator ride. Honey, people in the back of it was like this. I said, oh my God. And she was like, oh yeah, girl. She's like, do you know what move that Brad did on me, girl, that got me pregnant? And then she whispered something in her ear. She will say, yeah, girl, it's that one right there. That's the one that gets you pregnant, girl. Yes. And she just picked at her. She said, oh, this is a long elevator ride, ain't it, girl? Just that thing. She will say, girl, your husband knocked me right up, honey. I said, oh, she was just picking. And then turn around and told people, she will say, hey, did you all know I'm pregnant by her husband? It's okay, though, because she had a baby by my husband first. So now I'm paying her back. I said, oh, Marcy. She's like, girl, this elevator ride is taking long, ain't it? For you, I'm sure. And then the elevator stops, honey. Alex goes to jump off. She will say, hey, Alex, girl, where you going, honey? This isn't even your floor. Bye, bitch. She's so dramatic. I said, oh, that Marcy is too much. Too much. Okay, so I laughed about that. Now let's go over to Lucian and Natalie's house. It was just too much. First, they had the parole officer show up. And he's clearly, this little brown skinned guy, he ain't bad looking, but he's flirting with Natalie and carrying on. She's being all nice to him, getting him coffee and all this. Lucian's not here for the fuck shit. Lucian's like, listen, can you help? Because he told her before the man even came, why are you having him come here? He can't help. He can't do anything. Why are you having him come here? She's steady tested because that's Natalie. She just can't help herself. And then he's going through all that. He's flirting with her. Lucian told me, he said, listen, he snatched a cup of coffee out of the man's hand and said to him, can you get Joey out of jail? Well, no. He said, well, get your ass out of my house. Get your ass up out of here. To put his ass out, this, that, and the other. Them two get to going back and forth. Now he told Natalie, shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. I told you he couldn't do nothing before he got here. This, that, thing, and the other. So you shut your ass up. I got this. We're going to do what we got to do. That's that. I done paid Joey's bills. I'm paying Joey's bills. And that's what she said. You paid Joey's bills? He's like, yeah. Don't worry about it. If he said, I'm going to need you to shut your ass up. And when I say I got it, let me just have it. Just chill. Honey, she's sitting there looking. She said, so you paid Joey's bills? He's like, yeah. She's like, child, if you don't come on upstairs, I'll give you some of this pussy. I said, oh, God. Natalie is such a weirdo. Such a weirdo. So they go through all of that. Later on, we look up and, can't be too happy. Here come the DNA check. She come in telling Lucian and Natalie she ain't got no documents now. No documents. Here we go again, Tyler. Nothing. Oh, I'm just here to collect DNA. She's like, DNA? DNA for what? So in the midst of that, she said, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. She ended up telling that Ramsey had been killed in the house and they needed to take DNA on Natalie, to make sure that she wasn't involved. Plus the DNA stuff about the baby. A mess. So they're sitting there going through this, that, and the other. And they told her, girl, you ain't got no documents or nothing. Get the fuck out. Get out of our house. They keep putting people out their house. Johnson J ain't been there 24 hours, honey. Now put 2-3 people out. Get out. The fuck out. So they're going back and forth. And Natalie had the nerve to say to Lucian, you sure you ain't that baby's father? He told her, look, don't fucking play with me. He said, I don't even know how I got in this. She gonna say, I don't either, but I'm gonna get you out of it. I said, oh, she gonna fuck Alex up, honey. That's what's gonna happen. So that's just a whole mess they got going on right there with that. So let's talk about, this bitch, Kelly. Kelly's at Officer Rick's desk with his supervisor, and they end up going back and forth. She being all smart, and then he basically lets her know, girl, stop playing. He had these bogus texts, but they don't know that they're bogus. They have text messages that he done botched, and then she's like, I ain't got time for this. He done did all these things to me. He done faked some text messages, and y'all looking at me crazy. She's like, I'm up out of here. She said, if you ain't got a warrant for me, I'm out of here. He said, well, I do. I have a warrant for you. I have a warrant to take DNA on you. So he's basically trying to frame her for the damn murder of Ramsey. I said, oh, this is getting to be too much. Too much. So that's what's all going on with Kelly. All because, again, you were lazy, bitch, and you didn't do what it was you were supposed to do in a timely manner, and now you're fucked. Good luck, Kelly, bitch. Moving on. Last thing, child. Speaking of twisted behavior, Ben and Julius, honey. Julius calls his girlfriend Ben, honey, and invites Ben to a party. Goes, say, I got this pure Colombian, this, that, thing, and the other. So, Junkie Joe is all like, oh, yeah. I can bring my girlfriend. He's going to say, girlfriend? No, this ain't no girlfriend's party. This is a guy's party. I said, old Julius, that Julius, baby, he wants to stick it to old Ben, honey. I said, Ben, you might as well get ready, honey. He's making you into his boyfriend. You didn't get that? Pay attention, honey. Ain't no damn girlfriend. You a junkie, and now you get ready to be gay for pay, I guess. So that's that. I said, oh, that's too much. He told, but I need a favor. I need you to bring me a file on Eddie. I need Eddie's personal file. And he's like, I can't do that. He's like, you'll figure it out. Just don't even think of it that way. Think of it as a friend doing something for their best friend. I said, oh, Julius, you ought to quit, honey. And Ben, you don't even see that he's making you into his boyfriend, honey. I said, girl, sit down. That Julius is something, honey. Just as twisted and messy as hell. So that's where we were. That's where it ended out at. Okay. I'm actually cool with everything else. Kelly's storyline is still getting on my nerves, so. All right, y'all. Leave it in the comments. I know y'all got stuff to say. I can't wait to hear it. All right, guys. Later. Bye.